was talking to him, like the explanation which he gave is, I said, he is born in your house. Okay. See, we have a lot of bed bugs in our villages. Like bed bug, you might be knowing. The village people will be aware of it. And even a bed bug is born in your house. Doesn't mean that you respect bed bug.
So the son was a bed bug.
That's what the comparison gave. See, which is something which is paining you. It is giving you trouble. So bed bug, you just kill a rat. So that's what it is. He said. So openly. Just think about it.
Now this is how many years back?
Around 7-8 years back.
So compared to that time and this time, I'm pretty sure in rural India and wherever there is lack and access to information, education, this continues to be a problem.
Yeah,
but at least in cities, do you think the stereotypes have changed a little bit?
No, it is like,
it is more or less
no, it is like saying, you know, like in city you don't have caste system. No, it's there, it works. It works at various levels. It works at various levels. So here, the corporate level and all, feel okay, it's reasonably better. At least they keep mum. On the back of you, they might talk badly about you, but at least in front of it, as a decency. So they keep quiet. And people, more and more education and exposure is what is required. You keep on repeatedly tell that this is what exists. See, this is the same case which was there in US also, in Europe also. They also gone through the same period. We're going through that period only again. So make people more educated, things will be accepted. But what kind of education you do when we say the legal level, so 377 if it is there and they themselves, the government itself says, the Chief Justice of India himself says that it is a criminal. So what kind of justice which you can do, what kind of a knowledge you do. So that's also a problem. Unless that goes. You say that you accept.
Foundational things.
So I'm saying that yes, this is there and we accept it as it is, so then things will be better. Otherwise, it will not. Sometimes I feel, no, see, I've read Manu Shastra actually. Though I'll never support Manu Shastra because it's based on the Varnasrama. So with the different Varnas and he makes different rules for each Varna. So I don't accept that book. But he recognizes it very clearly. How should a gay man should be handled? What are his rights? How should be a lesbian should be handled? But at least he's accepting it that it exists.
Okay, so you are saying...
I think Manu Shastra was far better than our...
and
that way.
As a society and as a
They all
culture,
accept
there
it.
is recognition.
Use details. If a man has a sex with another man, the punishment is both have to take bath after the sex. That's what he has written. If a woman has sex with a woman, then after the sex is over, they have to go to the temple. After taking bath, they have to go to the temple and they have to say, we had done a mistake. These are the rules which he gives.
So it's pardonable, but
it's a crime. Still he calls it as a sin
crime,
only. That's fine, but someone is accepting that it exists is more important. Someone who is saying that it doesn't exist or it's totally against the nature kind of a thing, which is bad. Like, it's almost first century or second century is what Manu Shastra has written. So those people are much better than these people. In a way. Though I don't support Manu Shastra, it's a bad book. But book bad means everything cannot be bad. There will be some good qualities as well, some bad qualities as well. So you need to look at from the good point of view as well, some positive aspects of it as well. Yeah.
So in general, if you go to scriptures and other things, I'm pretty sure there
is quite a lot of references is there. Temples have a references. Every family, if you look at it, there will be one or two people who says, I didn't get married because I wanted God only. So they have become bhakta, means you know there is some story, LGBT story behind that person. Invariable. Every family, you go and search your family tree, you'll find someone like that. Yeah.
Did it ever occur to you that it could be a medical problem?
No, in the beginning it used to feel. The young age I used to feel. So because everyone is different, I'm something like that, right? No, not only medical, I'll tell you, so foolish I used to think. Actually, I didn't know bicycle driving, okay? At one time it came to my mind that because I don't know bicycle driving, that's why I'm not getting attracted to women. Because you start thinking all possibilities. You start thinking all possibilities. And I was always at the MTech in IASC, IASC, and I felt no, I should come
up. IASC comes on bicycles.
Bicycles, right? At that time it was bicycle. And I said, like, what do I do now? Because I don't know bicycle. All other my classmates know, the men knows bicycle. That's why they're straight and I'm gay. So finally I called my mother saying that I need to learn bicycle now. At this age, so you learn there only. I said, no, I'll get insulted here, I'll not learn here. So then finally she arranged some next door guy who was in 9th standard. He said, still okay, you can go and he will teach you, you come here. So I took 1 week leave in ISC, I went to learn bicycle. Okay, thinking that I'll become straight. But what happened is, by the time he taught me bicycle, I learned bicycle, know that, I could learn, but that boy started looking attractive to me. Then I realized, whether it is not just bicycle, even if I become a pilot and fly in the sky also, I'll still get attracted to men and not to women. So these are all the not. Means it's a learning. Sometimes you think it could be medical. Sometimes you think maybe a curse from the family or some curse from the God. All these things comes. But no, from day one, it's the same feelings, it's not changed. It's day one. At least from I can tell the truth. How it is with the others, it has to be made more of a sympathetic. Whenever I ask anyone, so they all say, no, from day one it's like this. If you go in depth and very close people. Otherwise, what they say, see, gay people have a problem here. If they tell the gay, so they think it's inferior. So they will say, I'm bi. I'm a bisexual, they say. Because they think if you can sleep with a woman and if you can sleep with a man, you are more superior than a gay man. It's like, like most of the Indians, when we go abroad, when you are in UK or USA, we think we are a little inferior than whites, but more superior than the black man. If you have seen experienced it, they think we are slightly superior than the Africans. But it's nothing. Nothing. The color doesn't make any difference. It's the same way here. Sexuality doesn't make you up and low. But society has made that kind of definitions, that's all. But most of the one, if I go in depth in asking them what was it, so then they reveal that it's 100% they were gay only. But it's like a band, spectrum. If you consider this as a man, it's a woman. There are people all around. In fact, and I spoke to transgender people, many of them, they said, it's not even spectrum, it's 3-dimensional. It can be somewhere else also, which is unknown to you. So, people belong to so many this thing. You just don't know what are their requirements as far as the body desires are concerned. Absolutely no idea. You just don't know.
So, but to answer Nitin, your question, I don't, either in Ayurveda or allopathy, I don't think there is any...
No, they have never said any solution. Only solution which is comes...
There is no clinical solution or...
They have
not that I know of.
No, they haven't said. Only clinical solution, people started talking, it came from US only actually. Though more of a, because Catholics started hating that one quite a lot, and then some of the psychiatrists, they started saying that we can convert. What kind of treatment it is, they will show you a picture of a naked man, and if you like it, so they will give you a shock treatment. Then they will show a woman nude body, and if you don't, if you like that one, they remove that shock. It's kind of that they want to force you to become a... It will never happen. It's like making the tail of a dog straight. It never happens. What you are is, I think it's by birth. I don't think it gets changed later on. You keep on thinking so many things, like I used to think that my parents... I was a late born child. Okay, so my father was almost 56 or so when I was born. So I used to think that is the reason why I have become like that. No, my sister is just 1 year younger to me, and she is straight. How can it affect only to me and not to her? She is having a nice family with 2 kids and all. No, that's not the reason at all. Sometimes people tell that if your mother is very aggressive than your father, then you might become gay. These are all pseudo. So for everything like that, you have an example which doesn't fit into that. Everything. So some people said you have a sister who is very aggressive and you are a younger brother of aggressive sister, then you will become gay. No, all wrong. I think they are trying to find out some reason to put them. Like that this is the reason. Nobody is able to find out till today what's the reason. But it's better to accept. What is the harm in it? Okay, there is one more variety like this. People live. As simple as that.
I mean, at least from the days I remember interacting with you and the competitions we had, you are as articulate as then, and I don't see difference. You have lost some hair. Apart from that, I don't see any difference, and you're
still
pretty much the same person to me.
No, frankly, Sudhir, like I want to tell one more point there actually. College life, because we never had any gay club, I have not met anyone who's a gay there in the college. I have not met that at all. And I feel I didn't enjoy. What I did, I realized this is what is going to happen. I spent my entire day and night in studies. And I became a gold medalist. That's a different thing. I used to be dapper in semesters, get use marks and all. But that looks foolish. It's age. When you had to fall in love, when you had to talk about all that, you had to be like that. Of course, education is required, marks are required, it's all fine. But I was diverting entire my energy to studies to just cover up the sexuality issue. So even if you think that you have scored high and you have become this thing, it's for a substitute you have done. Then people will start praising you. They will not bring this issue of the homosexuality there. Why are you not married and all? Instead of that, when they start praising you, such a nice, intelligent boy, he got a job, he's earning so much. So to do that one, you put effort.
To compensate for...
Compensate. This, you think it's a deficiency you have. You know, some of the deficiencies, like a visually challenged person, because he has visually challenged, his ears become so this thing, and he can hear the noise much faster, and touch and all, he will be very good, much better than us, right? Why he has that? To compensate that. But mine is not a this thing. What's it called? Disability. It's not a disability. I'm unnecessarily assuming it as a disability and trying to put something else over to overcome that one, which is sad. I feel, look at that. So easily it is represented. The entire my star stories, I have written almost 13 books and all. College never comes. See, the college would have been the most important place where the story should. No, it will never come. Only my childhood comes and later part it comes. The